Honestly, fellas, or ladies, kind of hard to tell underneath the outfits. I want to join, all right? I am a joiner. Get me a damn application already. Man, look at you guys, all right? Cool-ass outfits, the whole back-to-nature paleo vibe. You are a survivalist wet dream, not to mention the #1 selling point. No more being eaten by the dead.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Daryl here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to give our predictions for the next episode of Walking Dead, Bonds, episode 6.
Oh, dude, guys, this is going to be a really amazing episode.
It is.
We would love to go over the sneak peek with Negan, but it's quite long. It'll probably get blocked and copyrighted, but we'll kind of mention it or whatever. The one that I already showed
It's
you.
not that long.
It depending. We'll go over it. So
as the one that never edits the videos.
yeah. So we'll go over the synopsis. We'll give our little predictions. We'll go over the trailer that was released and also the promotional photos that they released.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Let's get right into it. And the synopsis reads: Carol and Daryl go on a mission together while Siddiq struggles to solve a mystery.
Well, the Carol and Daryl piece is laid pretty much out in the trailer.
It is.
Carol is searching for the Horde, and she wants to destroy it, and Daryl is coming with her.
And actually, I remember we did the synopsis for episodes 6 through 8. I think we predicted that before it was actually given in the trailer that Carol and Carol wants to find that Horde and destroy it, destroy Alpha's Horde. And it appears that Daryl is willing to go on that journey with her. Now, I don't know if it's simply just because Daryl is like, okay, I'll go with you because you're going to get hurt if you go alone.
Maybe.
Or is he all on board with destroying this Horde? And gosh.
We'll see, because I mean, even the trailer...
Where do you even go to find one?
Well, what's cool is like in the trailer, and we'll go over in the pictures because we're going to be looking at breaking that down a little bit. She sees a small kind of herd of the Whisperers and Walkers probably. But the telling line in the trailer that Daryl says, he says, if we've messed this up, everyone will pay for it. Meaning, if we screw this up, it's weird how they mix that up too, because it looks like Daryl is close to the Whisperer camp, right? Yeah,
and you could actually think that is he saying that to Negan?
Yeah, we don't know.
Does Negan sneak off and he finds Daryl or whatever? But it's absolutely right though. If they mess this up, everyone's effed.
Yeah. As far as the Siddiq thing, when we were going over the 6 through 8 synopsis, we really couldn't figure out what this could be. I think we're kind of thinking maybe he's figuring something out with his PTSD, putting the pieces back together, and figuring out, finalizing, the pieces of his memory that are broken to kind of put it all together. Or I've heard some rumors, maybe, what did somebody say? Somebody was saying something like maybe Rosita gets sick and he's trying to find her.
Actually, maybe he's trying to solve the mystery behind Ezekiel. Yeah, maybe he's like, okay, well, maybe we can fight this.
Right.
We can do surgery. We can figure something out. I think that's definitely what the mystery is about.
I don't think it'd be Rosita being sick, but it would be more Ezekiel.
Yeah, because in the previous episode we already got a quick mention of Rosita catching something.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to go down that road.
I don't think so either. So guys, let's go over the kind of break down the trailer and check out some pictures here. So it kind of starts off with Carol. She's getting ready.
Yeah. She's
buckling up her belt. She's putting the knife on. She pulls the drawer open, got the gun, and I just love the look right here on her face. Like it's probably everything going through her mind. She's thinking of Henry. She's thinking of everything that the Whisperers have taken, everything that she's lost.
Yeah.
She's like, look, this bitch.
Why a revolver?
I just want to do it,
man. Yeah,
I mean, she only has like what? I thought she got rid of all of her bullets.
A couple bullets. Hey, let's say she's got that thing fully
more.
Loaded. What then? You fire your 6 bullets. What then?
Well, Daryl only has arrows too. So
well, keep in mind, they have they're making bullets. I'm not saying, but your time loading a revolver
takes time. Yeah, it takes time. So I think, we see Carol walking out. We see Daryl behind her. He's probably like, hey, where you going? Or he's probably
when he finds out.
Or actually, he's probably just like, where you going? I want to come. And then she'll explain later. Because I think in the trailer he says, what exactly are we doing here? She goes to the spot right here.
I mean, wouldn't that be something, guys? If he's like, we're doing what again?
Yeah. What are we doing? So yeah, I love it when she's like, we're going to find Alpha's horde and destroy it. And yes, guys, only 3 episodes left this year. Man, we're almost at the end of 2019.
It's crazy.
It's insane, guys. So looking right here, this kind of flashes back to earlier on. You remember when Daryl and Aaron were looking at the Whisperers circling? And so she's probably trying to find, okay, yeah, this isn't the Horde. And that's the thing. We don't know where the Horde is. And even in the beginning part of the season, Beta and Alpha are trying to gather more Guardians. It's like, are they just gathering more Guardians so they could travel properly? Maybe back to the Horde, wherever this Horde is?
Yeah, but you and I talked about this on our synopsis video. Even if they do find the Horde, like, there's Whispers mixed up in that Horde. So what are you going to do? Like, you're going to funnel that away from you're going to point them in a different direction? Well, okay, let's assume that they do that. You're also pointing other Whisperers in that direction, and they're just going to turn that thing right around.
Just think about how long it takes. I mean, I know this is a TV show, but if you want to get real about this, how long it would take to herd a Horde of that size walking that slowly.
Hundreds of thousands.
You know? I mean, it would take a long time.
Look at how long it took Rick and them to do it when in that episode of Alexandria when they found the huge horde with the semi trucks in the valley.
Exactly. It's insane. All right, guys, we're going to be getting some fun in this episode. In the little sneak peek, Negan is just talking trash. He's blindfolded. He's like, look, guys, I want to join.
I'm a joiner.
I'm a joiner. Like, what are you guys rocking? Are you guys going full commando or what's going on? But I just love when Beta puts the knives up. And he's like, just so much noise. Like,
Too much noise.
I want to end this right now.
I could end this right now.
Because Negan can't be a whisperer. He won't shut up. But, you know, it's his personality. I love it. So I love this part of the trailer where Beta's like, we can't trust him. They're looking out at, these two are just looking at Negan, and Negan's just like, what's up? You gonna let me join or what? What's up? It's gonna be cool. Now, Alpha does say test him, so test him. So it seems like they're testing him walking with the walkers, with the Guardians, excuse me. Now, here's my point. Remember how, the Whisperers are able to walk with the Guardians, because they probably never bathe, they smell. But Negan is probably not that smelly.
Well, he doesn't have any mask on, so you got to wonder. I don't really necessarily think this is the test.
They won't see that he doesn't have a mask. It's something the Guardians pick up about real human flesh. You know what I mean? They can smell or sense something.
Well, he's right there.
He's right there. So,
I don't know how he's being protected.
Exactly. That's just my question.
Unless around them
other Whisperers
are not Guardians.
Yeah.
Those could all be Whisperers.
The Guardians could be on the outside.
Bringing him in.
Yeah. That's just so cool. Now, these last shots make us think that Carol and Daryl could be coming up upon them, which would be cool. We get Carol here. We get Daryl freaking out. And there's a couple shots where we see kind of the crowd. They could be leading us on, making us believe that they're coming upon it. But this is also when
Daryl makes that iconic line of the trailer that we screw this up and this could be the end of all of us.
Right. We almost see Daryl get attacked in one shot.
It literally seems like they're at the camp.
It does look like it.
But I don't think they are.
I don't think they are. I think they're tracking what Carol was looking at previously.
I think what happens, in my opinion, is they see that one group and they're able to point out a Whisperer. Mm-hmm. So they track that Whisperer and its particular Guardians that are around it to where they're currently at right now, which may be the Horde location, may not be.
May not be. Yeah. So the end of the trailer is we are going to be getting the woman on the radio. Eugene is going to hear that hello. There have been many sparks of, to us comic book readers, this could be Stephanie for the Commonwealth. We've heard that they may not be calling it the Commonwealth, air quotes. It could be another version. It could be CRM. It could be Maggie on the other end. Maybe this is how they kind of get Maggie introduced to come back. We don't know, but we're going to be getting who this lady is on the other end.
Obviously it's another developed community enough to reach radio waves, especially that far, assuming that they are far enough. So, it certainly sounds like it's someone from CRM. And it'd be really cool if they I don't think we're going to get much from this.
Not much, guys. I think they're just going to have maybe Eugene and her maybe have a short conversation. She'll cut off. He'll cut off. Maybe the signal breaks up, and we won't get much.
What's he say his radio tag is?
Oh, I can't remember what it said in the trailer.
Name.
Come back, Dalai Lama. I don't know what he said. I don't know why I think of Dalai Lama, but it was just funny. But all right, guys. So we'll get into some of the promotional photos. So I think this is kind of as Daryl and Carol are doing their research, their recon. Just having a conversation, you can kind of see the look on her face. I think she's explaining to him, or maybe he's asking her, "Hey, are you doing okay?"
Yeah, and that's. I think that once she tells Daryl that she's looking for the Horde, there is then a conversation of her almost talking him into continuing to allow her to go,
Stay with her. Yeah. So cool shot here of Eugene and the radios, and I wonder if this is like. After he heard the voice, and he's just like,
it certainly
do I respond back? What do I say?
Oh no, I think he definitely responds back.
Yeah.
Because he's the type that he's intellectual. He wants to find out information. This isn't a situation where he's afraid of who's on the other end.
Right.
I think that he's friendly in this situation and definitely wants to kick things off.
So stay tuned.
Whoever this is.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll definitely there'll be some theories and discussions on this, so we'll probably have more videos on that to come. But getting back into the Whisperers.
Look at Alpha standing back there, man.
Yeah, dude. She's just standing with authority like, what's up? Maybe Beta's messing with Negan or Negan's messing around with
I'm wondering if this is the scene that we get up. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But this is Negan approaching Beta wanting to talk to Alpha alone.
Yeah.
And we get, I think in the trailer, Alpha says something about Beta go.
Right. Yeah.
Let him come in or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, the iconic possibly Alpha thing that might happen may not. It's not going to happen in this episode. It'll probably be episode 7 or 8.
No,
if they do it.
I think this episode is going to be mainly with the Negan
just
stuff.
Him infiltrating and wanting to get
Yeah, it's going to be his banter being in that camp.
Yeah. So another shot here of Carol and Daryl looking upon the Horde, or just a small herd of Guardians. A wide shot here of them as well. Lovely, gorgeous. Yep. She's got a map, so that's what she was mapping out of possible locations.
Yeah, and we've seen her with this map a couple of times. So I think that she's figured out a possible location based upon geographical layout of where the Horde could be.
Right.
And so she knows where she's going.
Right.
And she's telling Daryl, hey, this is where I think a prime spot would be.
Yeah. Because if you think where it was before, it was in a nice big cutout, and she's looking at the surveying the land, and she's like, well, this is a big open space. Maybe they've moved them over here or something. Yeah. So another cool shot of here, Beta. Badass as always. We know this is all with Negan. Look at his hand. It's red. So I'm wondering if maybe he's killed a walker and he's maybe cutting the face off.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to make a mask. Let me get my own mask. God, isn't this so crazy just to see him with the jacket back on?
Yeah, I love it.
I love it though.
I was always a fan. That moment of the lineup, I was a fan of Negan. I never hated Negan, because if you're a comic book reader, you actually kind of like Negan,
right? And to all you viewers who haven't read the comics, we probably knew that you probably hated him, but hopefully you've learned to love him.
Well, you were a TV show person.
Oh yeah.
The minute he swung that bat, you hated him.
You hated him. Yeah. So just another shot here. It's not too much in the promo pictures. I'm not going to give us a lot of detail because there's some big story moments coming up, and that's it actually. So guys, this episode is going to be really good. I just hope that they kind of do what they did last episode, where they don't kind of cross over the story arcs. I hope they keep the story arcs to themselves. Yeah, I don't mind the crossovers, but I like where they keep the story arcs to themselves.
I definitely mentioned this before. It's almost like on a Game of Thrones scale. We have so many characters that we're jumping from character to character now and doing a story, jumping to another story, doing another story, jumping to another story. I like that format. I don't want it to tie in that much until the end. That's what you do. You tie it in towards the end.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think the only thing that I hope that we get at least some detail to where it gets us talking and we can do a video on it is the whole radio aspect. I really do. And, I know we will.
Keep your fingers crossed, because I don't think we're going to get much.
Not much, but something at least for us to, definitely do a video for you guys to talk about, and we can reference the comics for anybody who doesn't know the information from where the story could come from. But the biggest thing I'm looking for is the banter between Negan and Beta and the Whisperers.
That's the stuff I'm looking forward to. And actually, I am looking forward to the Siddiq stuff as well, to figure out what's going on with Siddiq. I firmly believe that he is trying to unsolve the mystery of how they can tackle Ezekiel's fighting plan to fight this cancer.
Yeah. So I mean, Angela Kang did speak, and even Kari Payton spoke about the disease in the show, and I think it actually came from I think Kari Payton really touched heart with it, because I think in his personal life, I think he had family affected with cancer, and he's also connected with fans and stuff, being out doing cons and things.
Absolutely.
He's connected with people, so this really has connected with him. But they were Angela Kang mentioned how she talked to Kari Payton and was like, what do we want to do with King Ezekiel's story going forward? And they kind of chose this path, and she kind of gave us some information saying, he's not going to be going anytime soon. This is where she mentioned about the Breaking Bad situation, where Breaking Bad was about a guy with cancer. He didn't die of cancer in the show, but he eventually was probably going to.
Calling BS on that, because he
was going to.
Not just what I said earlier, but I forgot this, but he also had a lot of treatment done.
He did. This was... Yeah.
That made him go in remission.
Exactly. So this is
anyway.
But this is something Kang has talked about, where she wanted to get to that aspect of it being in the apocalypse of
absolutely.
a very bad illness that you can't really treat very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a good aspect.
And that thing is huge, man.
Oh, it was so gory.
It was tough to see.
It was tough to see. I freaked out when I saw it. But let us know how Bonds is going to be. Are you excited for the banter between Negan, Beta, and Alpha?
Yes.
Bonds. Yeah.
They're making bonds.
They're going to bond. But I think also bonding between Carol and Daryl, they're going to bond again with each other looking for the Horde, and maybe a bond between Siddiq and Ezekiel.
Or the person on the radio bonding with Eugene.
That's where a lot of people have that's why a lot of people have mentioned, could this be Maggie? She's bonding back again to get back in, but I think it's going to
Don't think so.
It's not going to be Maggie.
Yeah.
We don't believe it's going to be Maggie. So let us know in the comments your thoughts on this upcoming episode. Stay tuned for our review, and stay tuned for a couple other cool videos this weekend. And make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll talk to you guys later. I'm Daryl.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.